Good morning, everyone. This is Melanie from Lightbeam Treasures. Now, I used to do a segment of my YouTube show called Stories in Retail, basically where I would tell past stories of customer interactions, things I've overheard, things that I've experienced during my time as a reseller. And I do have to say, those were really, really fun videos. I think I want to start bringing that back again because too many times all I talk about is sales, sales, sales. But there's more to my life and there's more to my business aside from just sales. So I want to share with you three stories. One of them happened this week, and the other two happened in the past, but Facebook reminded me with their lovely year in review. And I want to share it with you because I think you would really enjoy this. So the first one happens to be a low ball. Yeah, it's this time of the year, you're going to get a lot of low balls. Now, as you know, I do sell movies. That is my store right now. A large portion of it is DVDs. Now, I sell them for a minimum of $5. I mean, I'll disclose that. I will accept an offer for as low as $5. Reason being is I offer free shipping after fees, after shipping, after all this. I'm making barely a little bit on a $5 item. So I had this particular movie up for $10. I get a lowball offer of $2. Now, most people probably just ignore it and move on, or they'll set their settings where it automatically declines. But I don't set the settings simply because a lot of people will see that I sell multiple movies and they would want to do a combined shipping thing. That's why I offer the accept offers on movies that are starting at $5, simply because if they want to tack that movie onto another movie and do a bundle deal, I'm all for that. Hey, it's easier for me, easier for you. Everybody's happy. But anyway, so this particular one took a $10 movie, offered me $2. So I respectfully said to that, I'm sorry, that won't even cover the cost of shipping. All my movies are free shipping. If you would like, you could combine it with another movie. Instead, I get this really nasty message back, basically saying to me how could I guarantee that it's not going to be scratched up? All I'm selling is used videos. I should be ashamed of myself for charging so much. And I'm thinking to myself, you've got to be kidding. So you know something? I didn't even bother with him. I simply just deleted, blocked, and ignored him. But I mean, a lot of people tell me not to respond to lowball offers. I do that just to engage in the conversation and get it started because you know something? You never know if they're testing to see whether you're a bot or a drop shipper, if you're a real person. But in this case, this guy was just crazy. So I added him to my blocked list. I had to. After that ridiculous back and forth and the message he responded to me, I don't need that negativity in my life. So that's just one story that happened this week. Another story, and this actually happened a couple of years ago, but it popped up in my feed, and I have to read this to you because I think it's hilarious. This was part of my Today in Retail postings that I used to do every day on Facebook. Absolutely love them because I realized the people that I was dealing with was really, they were all drug addicts, crackheads, and mental illness beyond anything. So I'm going to call this the time travel logic. And maybe somebody out there can explain this to me, but this is an actual conversation to from a mother to her child. It was a teenage daughter. And let's see if you can make some sense of this. Okay. So the mother says to the child, I have to support you till you're 18 years old or 17, whichever comes first. If you turn 17 first, maybe I won't have to support you because you'll already be 18 years old. But if you turn 18, that will be after you turn 17. Either way, you're stuck with me until then. Okay. Hmm. I'm a little confused. Maybe can somebody explain that to me? Is the daughter 18 years old, 17-year old? What is that? I don't get that. But that was the actual conversation. And I'm going to call that time travel logic because maybe in some weird world or an alternate universe, age is actually going the opposite way. So you'll turn 18 years old before you turn 17 years old. Maybe that's the case. Maybe instead of growing older, we actually grow younger and younger and younger. And that's just an alternate dimension that I don't know. But if you could figure it out, I would love to hear what your thoughts are about that. Then, unfortunately, I did have a customer come up to me, and it was kind of a sad story. But this is another logic that I don't know what to say. I wouldn't know how to say. So the customer says to me, basically, he's like, I have to move. And I'm like, oh, where are you moving to? Well, my mother sold the house. Says, okay, that's a good thing, right? Your mother sold the house, you're moving together. No, my mother is dead. And he's like, I lost a month because I had to bury my mother. It took me a month to bury her. And now I can't move because I have to bury her. But now she can't help me move because she's dead in the ground. I need her to help me to move. And I'm looking at, and I'm like, okay, what is this going to be? Like zombie mothers coming out of the grave and going to help him move his boxes like a zombie must move boxes. So in cases like that, what do you say? I mean, my condolences. I'm sorry you lost your mom, but now you're more concerned that she's not there to help you move because your mother's dead. But those are my three stories. Sometimes my stories could be funny, sometimes they could be sad, sometimes they could be emotional. What I plan on doing is I am going to add some more stories because I think it'll be funny if you I could share with you different stories and little incidences and things that happen as a retail business owner. So I hope you enjoyed that. This is Melanie with Lightning Treasures. Take care, everyone.